friends, I'm Jennifer Scott and welcome back to my channel, J Scott Beauty. Are things looking a little different? Well, that's because I'm trying to make what you see better. So this whole time I've been filming all of my videos on my iPhone 8 Plus. I was telling myself, well, yeah, I would like to use a camera and a fancy lens and really make it something gorgeous for you guys to see. Well, but it's a huge investment. So I decided to wait until the iPhone 12 Pro Max came out and use that for my next camera. So that's what we have right now. I'm filming on my iPhone 12 Pro Max. I've also obviously upgraded my background a little bit. I have lights that I ordered. They haven't come in yet. Hopefully they'll be here tomorrow. I'm really trying to make this a little more visually pleasing for you guys. We'll see what happens. I also just want some sparkle and shine. I mean, you all know I just want to sparkle and shine. Don't you deserve that too? So yeah, putting this together kind of took a big chunk out of my weekend and my Monday. I didn't have enough time to film over the weekend. And I was actually kind of like very stressed about the whole thing, about, trying to get this right, about trying to get the right sort of video up for you guys. And the stress really overtook me. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to feel more and more stressed again. And I mean, obviously it's, the current pandemic, it's the political climate, it's the holiday season, it's everything. I went to several stores yesterday and couldn't get paper towel. Come on, people, just really stop hoarding paper towel. Oh, well, that stress has really been getting to me. And so I needed to just have a breather. So that's why you didn't get a video Monday. And then I started thinking, maybe you don't want videos 3 days a week. Maybe that's too many videos. Maybe I'm bombarding you. Let me know in the comments below if you would prefer only 1 video a week, maybe 2 videos a week, because I don't want to overload you. I want you to have what you want. So yesterday was a pretty stressful day. And as the evening wore on, I gave up and I came upstairs, left my family downstairs, and I just sat on the corner of my bed and I kind of tried to remember what it was that I used to do when I was feeling overwhelmed. And maybe some of you can relate to this. Back in the day, I used to do face masks all the time. Put a face mask on, lay down on my bed, either close my eyes for 20 minutes or maybe read a book for 20 minutes or just sit with my thoughts for 20 minutes, maybe meditate. But it was kind of like a mind-body clearing time for me. And I haven't done that in a long time. Nowadays, if I do a mask, I put the mask on and then I go around the house, I'll, quick go on my phone, go on my computer, go on email, whatever, maybe, get dinner started, whatever. I'm multitasking while I have the face mask on. And I think I've given up or somehow inadvertently just stopped taking care of me in the moment. Sure, I'll sit down and do my makeup and nothing else can happen during that period because I can't be, putting stuff in the oven, changing laundry while I'm doing my makeup. But when it comes to just sitting and decompressing and doing something for me, I don't do that well anymore. And so last night I did. I put on a face mask, I lit a candle, I just laid back on my bed and just listened to myself breathe for 20 minutes. And it was a little uncomfortable because I kept wanting to reach for my phone just to see what's going on, what am I missing, really. But after I started to get into it, I was feeling more comfortable and more just, and I needed that. And I think you guys might need that too. Do you remember just taking time for yourself when you weren't worried about doing something for someone else or getting something else done around the house? That seems to fall by the wayside. Well, today that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little self-care because I need it and maybe some of you need it too. So go all in. Look, I've got my favorite candle lit. I love how it smells. The sensorial experience is so important to how you feel and, you know, what's going on in your mind. Have a beautiful scent that you just love. Light a candle, spray some room spray, do something right now. Do it. All right, next up, do something for the inside of you. And I mean, pour yourself a glass of wine, take that anti-anxiety pill like I just did, something that is going to just bring you down a notch. I know we're all drinking wine every night, but let's couple it with the rest of our ritual we're gonna do. Take yourself to a room where nobody else is, get away from the family, the noise, the neighbors, whatever. Just go to a quiet part of your house. For me, having that relaxing, like power down, get centered environment last night was I had to have many layers of things. I had to go to my room where I was away from the rest of the family and it was quiet. I had to light my favorite candle so I could have that scent that just, oh God, I just love this scent. I had no lights on in the room, just the candle. And when all that was set up, I went to the bathroom and got myself set up to do a face mask. So that's what we're gonna do today. For me, because I've got all this hair in the way all the time, having one of these soft little headbands is a must. So this is gonna go on first. Headband on. Now, over the years, I have used so many different types of masks. There's so many out there. I have sheet masks, I have hydrating masks, I have clay masks, I have, you know, lighter clay masks that are really great for before makeup. I have so many types of masks I can't even tell you. Well, as you can tell, I'm having some breakouts, and I think these are stress breakouts. So I'm going to do masks that are treating my concerns. I'm going to be a little extra. Today I'm going to do a double mask. And you're like, what? Woman, what? Well, I'm going to use 2 different types of masks to treat 2 different types of issues I have. So first up, because I am having these blemishes, I'm going to use a mud mask to kind of treat those areas. Now, normally I only use mud masks in the summer when my skin is oilier because it helps pull out excess oils and any, you know, dirt that's building up in my pores. Normally my skin isn't over oily, so I don't use this most of the year, usually just in the summer. However, when I have little spot areas to be treated, I totally go for this. This is the Sephora Purifying Mud Mask. This is my 3rd one of these. I freaking love this. So this has zinc and copper in it, and it's actually, well, it's getting pretty low because I love this so much. And right now it's always on sale on Sephora. And right now I went and looked today. They only had the 1 ounce size. I think I have the 3 ounce size here. I'm not even sure. So right now on Sephora, this is $5. I think they only have the 1 ounce size available. It is definitely worth getting. I love this so much. You'll see that there's actual like larger pieces in here. I love this, and you're gonna see why in a few minutes, but I'm gonna combine it here with my Pharmacy Honey Potion Hydrating Mask. I love this because, well, honey is in here. Honey is a humectant, so it draws moisture into the skin. It also has antioxidants, which are great for, you know, environmental stressors. This is a fantastic mask. It also has the magnetic lid, so the little spoon stays attached, which I love. You know I love that from the Honey Halo moisturizer. Now this here, she's pricey. I mean, she's pricey. But when I tell you you only need a little bit, you're gonna see you only need a little bit of this. This, I bet you I've used this probably 10 times. Look at 10 times. Yeah. So you're getting a value out of this. It's upsetting when you first have to lay out the cash for it, but after you've been using it for a while and you know it's there, you're happy you have it. So I think I've mentioned before, I like to use this old flat foundation brush I have for applying masks, especially this type of mask, because you get to put it on in a nice even layer so it's going to dry down at the same rate. Have you ever noticed that sometimes you put on, especially like a clay mask, and some areas will be completely dry and the rest are still wet and you really have to wait for the whole mask to dry down? Super annoying. When you use a brush, you're able to get like an even thickness and it dries evenly. Not to mention, you're not wasting product. All right, so I'm gonna go in here. I'm not taking a lot. I'm only gonna go in my, basically my T-zone area. I have, well, you can see some breakouts, and I want to help, move that along and draw out any of the dirt and yuck that is in there, irritating my skin. So I'm just gonna go and wipe this on here. And like a quick heads up, your girl's gonna look crazy in a minute. Now, because this one does dry quickly, you actually have to do what you're supposed to do in stages. So you're supposed to rub it in, which I do. Really get it into those pores. Oh, yes. Now with clay masks, definitely stay away from the eye area. That's an area you do not want to be drying out at all. Now, as you can see, this starts to dry down pretty quickly. Now I'm going to go into the Pharmacy Honey Potion. Like I told you, this is a hydrating mask. This here, well, that's actually a little too much considering I've already done the middle of my face. So let me just take a little bit off for now. It's thick like Vaseline. Nothing wrong with that. When you put it on your face, it is going to warm up. You have to rub this in and it'll start and turn creamy. You'll see in just a second. Do you see that? All right, and I want to get around my mouth because that area dries out so easily this time of year. I know I have to look at you, I have to look in my mirror. Oh, this girl. Now, obviously this side here, I don't have any sort of breakouts. Over here I do, so that's where I have some of the purifying mask. Now this here is warming up on my face. It feels so great. Can you see? And my hair, of course, always gets in, but that's fine. It's just us. And now I'm going to sit with my eyes closed and relax for 20 minutes and just let this do its magic. And half of the magic is just sitting in peace with no distractions. And right now, I really need that. Oh, and by the way, when you're doing a hydrating mask, take it down your neck and chest. You'll thank me. And here I am, 20 minutes later, a little rested, a little more centered. I don't know, I just needed that. Now, as you can see, there's a couple areas that don't look like they've dried down, but I can feel them, they're dry. So I don't know why they look like that, but whatever. It's time for me to take off this mask. Something I didn't mention to you, if you're doing a sheet mask like this, basically what the sheet mask is a serum. So all the ingredients that are in here that are inside, all over the inside of the packet, get those all out of there. Wipe them on your chest and your neck. Give yourself a full mask. Don't waste any of this. If you don't want to do that, then save this. After you've done your actual sheet masking, the inside still has tons of goo in it. Put it in a Ziploc bag and save it for another day to use as your serum, because that's what this is. It's just a serum. I'm gonna go wash up and I'll be right back. Feeling a little rejuvenated. I still have that candle going. Oh, it just makes all the difference for me. So all I did was wash off my face. I just put on a little bit of the lip balm. You know, I love this e.l.f. Ride or Die. And now I'm going to go in just with my Honey Halo moisturizer. I just, you know, did 2 things to my skin. I did a hydration step and I did the cleansing and purifying. So I'm not going to go in with any other actives. Tonight before bed, maybe I will when I wash my face. But right now, I just want to like seal in the hydration. That, oh, this time of year, just getting as much hydration to stay in my skin means everything. And this honey halo, oh, I love it. The funny thing is I tend to overuse it, meaning that I put too much on the scoop. So like I had this much on here, that's too much for just during the day. Now for at night, yeah, when you want a nice thick layer, but during the day, you don't need that much. This stuff goes a long way. So this little bit here that I have, like mixed with the rest still on my fingers, is enough for my neck. Like this stuff is just so rich and beautiful. I love it. I love it. It's now part of my everyday. So there you have it. 2 masks, 2 buspirone pills, a candle, and 20 minutes, and I've recharged a little bit. Now listen, the pandemic didn't go away. The political nonsense hasn't subsided. My nerves are still vibrating, but I had a little respite and I needed that, and you might too. So hopefully you'll do a little self-care for yourself today and start to incorporate it into your daily or at least your weekly routine. Do something just for you in a quiet part of your house with a beautiful candle, a glass of wine, and some sort of beauty self-care, whether it's a face mask, a hand mask, a foot mask, whatever you got. Just do something that's just for you, and you can just breathe for 20 minutes and let it be about you and only you. So I don't know how this video is going to turn out. I can't see it right now. Once I upload the footage is when I'm going to see what this all looks like. I hope it's not too terrible, but I promise I'm going to keep working to upgrade the overall look and hopefully content of my channel to give you guys more of what you want. If there's anything you want me to, discuss, review, look into, buy, share, let me know. I'll totally do it. And as always, I'm so grateful for you spending some of your time with me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and ring the bell for notifications. I upload 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, unless you want me to go to 2 days. Thank you so much for being with me. Mwah.